Oh, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Oh my god.
Bringing some
New
society to this stream.
some society, some satiety. Knew something was happening when Squee was silent.
It's almost been like 6 months and you're still bagging me on that
Because unfortunately
pronunciation.
for you, I still remember.
Ugh.
Uh, anyways. How are we all doing? We good?
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Kadia, can you do
Yeah.
me a favor?
Possibly.
Can you restart the music, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Can Emmy get a bonkai?
Go to horny jail.
That is not. No, I told you.
You never told me what it actually was.
It's hard to explain.
Horny jail.
No, Emmy would just say bonkai in a really deep and serious voice, and then she'd become like a Gundam or something.
Essentially, like, Bankai is, like, if I recall correctly, it means total release. And it means, like, it's essentially what Gaius does, when he goes into his astral form. He just unleashes all of his power. So, essentially, what Emmy is asking for is to, go into a super powerful form and get a whole bunch of power.
No,
What
I've
I'm
just
hearing
learned.
is that
Mhm.
hearing is that Gaius needs to go to horny jail.
Yeah.
I mean,
All this
I'm-
is
I-
I
I'm-
found a new way to ask if I could be a mech. This is all this is.
I'm
Anytime
just
you ask
saying.
me anything about this Bonkai, I'm just going to tell you to go to horny jail.
That's not how Emmy works. I think she has like seasonal issues, but that's it.
Seasonal.
They're not allergies, Squee.
Jesus.
You know how you just feel like shit during the spring? Yeah, well, imagine.
It's
And people-
called
Oh my God.
animals. They have cycles. Blue, you're a biologist. Back me up.
Anyways, I'm not talking about the reproduction of animals right now. Does somebody want to recap last session?
I love how Chris immediately
Immediately stopped talking.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, I have my inspiration.
Uh-huh.
I also have inspiration from you.
Wow. I could give it a try. Let me think for a second. Yeah, nope. Hang on. We beat what's his face, and then oh right, and then we finished exploring the room, and we found that pool of water, and Black Cat John Brown and Emmy Shark decided to go explore the water and see where it went. And we found that the water led down many different tunnels to different areas of the land surrounding area. So no like treasure hoard or anything. It was basically just water passages out of the cave. After which there was some conversation of what we should do with the mansion. Should we, leave it, or like civilize people, burn it to the ground? We chose not to do that because we can always do it later if we need to. And we went back to town. At which point, people kind of split up and went their own ways. Some people, I think Gaius and I think Holly, went to the inn.
Correct.
Whereas Mars, Emmy, and Black Cat John Brown were going to stay with Page Turner, and invited Tangletooth to sleep inside, but then revoked said invitations after they were accepted. So Emmy and Tangletooth slept outside.
Listen. There were stipulations. There were stipulations stated. Okay.
Not when the invitation was made. You know what it is? It was like one of those timeshare things of, hey, just come to Las Vegas, spend the weekend. And once you get here, by the way.
By the way.
So Emmy and Tangletooth, and I believe Mars, you came and joined us, right? We slept outside.
Mars went over to the inn to grab the tent, set up the tent, and had a really shitty sleep.
Because she felt terrible. You could have just slept in there with Paige. We all got a good night's rest. Well, I say good night's rest. I believe some people had the dreams. I believe Holly had a very long conversation with Black Cat John Brown about not wanting to look the way she did. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Emmy was asleep after that for like the entire rest of the session. So I remember there was conversation about what we needed to do next, and I remember Emmy was no part of it. So I might need a little help with that part. Which I am not getting. So you know what? I'm just gonna make things up.
No,
Gaius...
I think that's about where we stopped.
Yeah, I think that's where
we were trying to
stopped.
discover.
Oh, thank
where,
God!
discover.
I thought there was just a hole in my memory.
No, you all were
And we were all just watching you suffer.
I was like,
finally.
I really don't remember what happened after that, because nothing happened after that. But I'm sitting there going,
Yeah,
fuck, like I was paying attention. Why don't I remember?
you all had finally woken up. I believe JB was awake helping Paige in the cart. Gaius had gone and sort of waited around for everyone else. He's gonna go to the healer for his fucked up rotator cuff. He's just waiting on you guys.
This poor old man.
Yeah. After the fucking threes I got, I think, or some shit, back to back, and then sleeping, waking up, getting a nat 1 on the athletics roll. Yeah, his arm's kind of fuckled. Yeah, so he's just sitting somewhere in Paige's cart, waiting for everybody to come around.
So, tempting to remember who was what exactly. So I believe that Holly was finally finishing up in the room, yes?
yes. Holly was
So-
walking on the way there.
So why don't we take it from there then?
Holly will walk in the room. Say, hello everybody. I hope you all slept well.
Well, you know how well I slept. Like a rock.
It's sometimes a very comforting sound that you at least know the other person's still breathing.
That's one way to put it, yes.
Damn. Straight up, bitch, you snore like a chainsaw.
I mean...
Mars, did you have a good night out in the tent?
Hang on.
How does Mars look?
Very pale.
I think that would require an insight check.
Mm.
Oh. Ah! Come back. Where did you go?
Which, if you're trying to hide it, might be a Mars, would be a deception.
Well, first I'm trying to see if she actually noticed that anyone was talking. Yep. Cool. So then fuck.
Sorry.
Portly!
God damn it.
Portly!
Young man, I swear to God. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Mars kind of blinks. It was a little rocky outside, but that's fine. But Holly, you've known her for long enough, and you can see, like, her eyes are literally always red, but there's just this, like, kind of bruised bags under her eyes, and they're way redder and puffier than usual. She's very obviously been crying, and she looks exhausted. But she just puts on a brave little face and smiles.
Right. Guess that makes sense. You probably slept about as well as I did. So, do we have any new ideas fresh at the light of morning?
Well,
And anybody?
well, at the very least, I want to go see the doctor, get this checked out, and he's gonna motion to his limp arm. And potentially check in on the two that we saved. Because it's been a day. I'm very curious to see what the symbols, if they have any symbols on them, that kind of thing. If they're still there, God. Then after that, honestly, I'm fine with packing up and heading out. I mean, I can't think of anything else to do with the town. We've taken care of the problem, as far as I know. Maybe buy some things from Paige, you know. Yeah, we gotta sell stuff. We do. We gotta sell stuff.
Okay.
But we can pack up. Potentially just have the Orium check out the mansion, because we don't know how to deal with any of those things. And yeah. We'd be good to go.
That seems like a pretty good plan. Anybody have counterpoints or things they would like to add?
I'm just gonna say this out of character, because in character, Emmy's asleep. Like, I'm all for it. Emmy's just still. I mean, it's Emmy. She is still asleep on Mars's shoulder.
Snoring and hot breath in Mars's ear.
Did Rhea raise their hand?
No, I didn't.
Mars kind of shuffles in her spot a little bit after like a decent stretch of quiet and
are you sure it's safe? What if the people that Aldrin was working with come back and try to use the mansion?
Yes, the people Aldrin was working with, the people that somehow were trying to turn him into an undead lich, and
No, Holly, the lich phylactery wasn't for it. I believe the transformation that he was looking to get was successful. He
Oh.
was not trying to become the lich.
okay. So the letter from Zanesha seems like it was written when he was dead and then re-rose?
While he was transforming.
And those... Wasn't there something about them having to be marked? The sacrifices?
The sacrifices, yes. So we can be fairly sure that the man at the mill was meant to be one of them.
Maria's here at this point, correct?
Ria, yeah.
Are you or your acolytes is not the right word. Trainees? Aware of anyone else that has gone missing in the area?
She stops and thinks about it for a second. Missing? No. But if you're talking about as far as the markings go, she looks a little questioningly.
She nods.
I mean, there were the handful of murders that had happened prior to the one at the sawmill.
Did any of them have same kind of markings?
I don't know.
Did anyone examine the bodies previously?
It's possible, but that's not exactly something that we've looked into since we've been here.
Right.
I'm not gonna make you roll another insight. Like at this point, Holly, you know that Mars is just like grasping at straws, just reasons to stay so that she can try and like make sure nothing else happens. She doesn't want a repeat of Katsu.
Well, why not?
Doesn't
Think-
like it.
I could even do that for you.
I think I think that maybe we could keep in contact with one of Ria or any of your younger soldiers going to be staying here in the city.
In Corin? No.
Yeah.
As I said a while ago, they've moved on to do what I had actually sent them out to do.
I'm sorry. Who would we contact maybe in Corin, head of city police security affairs?
Corin's teeny tiny, isn't it?
Orin's like a teeny tiny bodunk, like
Yeah,
barely farming
booties.
Like,
town.
A mayor, sheriff.
Really tough guy that hangs out at the bar. Fucking what are we working with?
We're probably lucky that they have a blacksmith.
Very lucky. I mean, someone's got to keep the horses fitted.
Yeah.
Until they learn to do it themselves, then we're all in trouble.
The blacksmith probably has a second job.
Probably.
Oh,
The
I mean,
blacksmith
if I-
is also the baker.
If I have to, I can use Robert, the local guard that I talked to when we were checking out the log mill.
Sure.
Is it-
Robert. Totally remember Robert. Yeah. Didn't it all make it up on the spot?
he's just the only guy.
So
The
Mars
only
is like,
person in town.
you know, maybe we can continue to keep in contact with Robert, the guard that was so helpful when we were investigating the murder at the log mill. And that way we can kind of keep an eye on the city. Would that help? Mars? And with the mask, is it like an action to activate the monk's aura?
With your party mask.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check it out for you.
Well,
It's
give
been a while
me a
since I looked at those.
+5 to persuasion for 1 hour.
It's the last thing that you need. Yeah, that would be an action.
So I would activate that as I'm talking,
Okay.
if that's possible.
Are
I don't- I
you
don't know.
trying to convince her to leave?
Yes.
Claudia,
Robert,
there's
the guard.
nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah,
Claudia,
exactly.
there's nothing. Okay, I see, I understand, I see.
My mind is blank, just like his character sheet.
You know what I'm talking about, right? It's
Vaguely.
okay. I didn't just make it up, did I? That's what's on my notes.
It's on your notes, so it must be true.
No, I know you guys talked to one of the local guards while you were checking out the mill.
The dead
Yeah.
guy is Banny Hawker, right?
The who?
The dead guy at the mill?
The guy at the mill is who?
Banny Hawker?
Okay.
Or I don't know. It's just a name.
No, I know. I gotta find the notes somewhere.
Because it goes straight from like the local guard to that, so I think that's the dead guy.
Of all the things that I had prepped and was expecting, the dead guy's name was not one of them.
We do know his name. We do.
I do.
And so I rolled a 21 on persuasion with the +5. Holly will look up to Mars and say,
Where's this goddamn man's name?
Holly will look up to Mars.
Parker, yes. Parker is him.
Parker, okay. Holly will look up to Mars and say, Mars, I've never asked you to go one place or another. You know, I've just always kind of followed along. But I think this is the right way.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Fucking +11 to persuasion. God damn
Plus-
it.
Right?
Plus 16. It's a 20.
That's
26.
like the
Plus
next hour.
16! Oh, I'm so sorry. Fuck. She's very quiet and kind of like pets Emmy, careful not to wake her up. And after
Don't have to be careful, let's be honest.
yeah, fuck. And eventually she sighs and looks at Holly through the mask.
If that is what you would.
Takes a breath.
All right.
Just, it makes sense. Think that's where his apartment is, you know, and this house, this place here was in ruins. He's not gonna have his most important documents or connections or anything here. It's gonna be at his more primary living residence in Haida. And that's where his wife was from.
Nope.
Nope. That
No.
wasn't what was in the background of Aisha Foxglove?
Ada?
It was, yeah, but she's not from there.
Oh, you're right. Nope, that's the northern part of Yari.
Yeah. Haida, because of the letter, that's where we would find the twins. The brothers. Who worked with this guy.
Okay. But yep, that's what I meant about the other connection to Haida. I knew there was something. I don't. If we stay here, we can contact the Arium. In fact, I think we should definitely contact them and. Maybe the clergy would know something about getting rid of undead.
She just nods and gives you a very small smile.
I trust you, Holly. I know I'm being silly.
It's not silly. It's how you feel. And that's completely valid. And I'm concerned about this place too. I don't. I just don't understand how what it takes to become a monster like that. Things that I read in his mind. And I want to make sure that whatever he was, that he can't come back again.
He won't. What did we do with the rest of his body? Because I know that
Alden?
didn't Holly take the 2 halves of his head?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
That
are
happened.
you doing anything else with the rest of him?
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 halves of his
Mhm.
corpse.
I know so much about resurrecting people, but Mars would know none of this.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Yeah, she would just shake her head and put a hand on Holly's shoulder. I already told you the phylactery, which was a failure to begin with, it wasn't for Aldern. He's not coming back. He's gone.
What was the moss on the wall?
If I have hypothesized correctly, theorized, if I'm correct in my assumption, that was one of his.
Was it his brother or his uncle?
Mm. You don't know the relations between any of them.
Oh,
They were
fuck's sake.
family.
One of his family members who wished to become a lich, but failed. I'm not sure what exactly he is now, but I have a strong feeling that it is intrinsically tied to the rest of the mansion and the haunt.
You're probably right.
But the only people who would have answers about the process he underwent would be the Mistress of Seven's people in Haida. It seems like they were the ones that set up whatever living to dead to undead transition.
Well, for Aldern, yes, but not for the mold lich. I believe that was a personal prospect that went horribly wrong. I don't believe that the Brotherhood were part of that. Or at least they weren't directing it. Well, I suppose.
And she puts a hand over her mouth and kind of scrunches her face. It's like starts muttering to herself.
Regardless, if you all are sure that you want to leave, then we can.
We can go through the place again one more time if you think there's something.
God off in the distance. Just
Like, I don't...
losing her shit.
Honestly, if we were to go back through again, I would not want to go in there without a solid plan of how to deal with it. Because that would be the third time we've gone down, and while we do know that the fungus is probably tied in some way, we are unsure on how to deal with these haunts. We were unsure the first time, we were unsure the second time, and we are unsure of how to deal with this fungus. We don't know if, like, we can set it on fire. We were concerned with it spreading. We don't know enough. We are very unprepared for going in. Honestly,
there's no point in going down again at this point.
I honestly would rather just tell the Orium, which is probably on the way to Haida somewhere. I mean, they have so many little stops. Just tell the Orium that we found this. If they could please look into it, that would be fantastic.
Sure, I mean, I could send a message to one of them.
That is true. We also, Paige wanted to go meet up with her friend over near Damaris, which is to the south of Haida, if we wanted to go that way. I mean, if we wanted to escort Paige and then head up to Haida. I don't know if you guys are in a hurry to get to Haida, but that is an option as well.
I'm all for escorting Paige. Isn't there a lot of things? I know there's some things Emmy asked her about, but aren't there other of us too that are working with her for information on things?
Yes.
Yes, and the whole point of going down to meet her friend was not for her benefit, it was for you.
Yes.
Because
She was the one who
that her
suggested
friend might have some information.
Like what a stag is.
Yeah.
Probably.
So again, still asleep, but out of character, I am all for escorting Paige if everyone else is.
Yeah, I am. I think escorting Paige is probably the smart way to go. We are not ready in our current situation to handle those haunts and stuff like that. Maybe this will give us some time. Figure something out.
Oh, Bloom.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Boo?
Hello?
Hello?
Kari, it's blue, not boo.
I said blue.
Boo, you there? You there, boo?
Boo woo.
No. Please, no.
I live to cause you pain, Squee.
I know.
So, to Damaris.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Well, Gaius, you need to have your shoulder looked at. Do they have a doctor in the town?
Yeah, we dropped off the people we saved at one.
Okay, so let's go there. Let's talk to the town doctor. Let's see if we can find Robert, the guard, or maybe somebody else in charge that can keep us updated.
Yeah.
On how things are going. I can go with you guys.
Sure. After we get my arm looked at, I kind of want to browse Paige's stuff, if that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah. Because who knows? Maybe we can find something useful for us.
Mm-hmm.
So DM.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to the doctor.
Okay.
Is it a long walk to the doctor?
You guys are at Paige's current near the mill. not too bad. It would go pretty much the same route getting to the inn, just like another 20 feet or so off to get there.
That, I mean, if it's far enough to like 10 minute walk.
I mean, maybe like about that, a little less than 10 minutes.
Okay. So as soon as we start getting out of view of the rest of the group, Holly's gonna say, Gaius, you trained to be a knight, right?
Yeah.
Can you show me some of your skills, techniques? I learned some from my family, the rapier, but I think I'd like to broaden that. Maybe work out some.
Sure, absolutely. Maybe I need more practice with an axe because I'm guessing that's how I screwed up my arm.
We should start working out together, like in the mornings or something.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Hey, awesome. Great.
Yeah. Don't skip leg day. Never skip leg day.
No, you have to have strong legs, do many squats so you can get that real high jump when you're dancing.
It's not
And like
You also need to make sure that your legs are strong enough to be able to carry your swing forward and follow through. Otherwise, you will fall over.
that's fair.
Do squats for cake.
Perhaps
I do not approve of this.
a more balanced approach. You know, I still have to eventually one day make a living as a bard, telling stories and playing songs and jumping up on bar tables. So,
Yeah.
I don't. What I'm saying is, I don't want to like overtrain in muscle, so I lose my dexterity.
Oh yes, no, I understand that completely. That just means that instead of doing 100 reps, you do like 20, 25.
Right.
You're focusing more on flexibility. That also means different exercise. I can show you.
Yeah, exactly. I would appreciate that. That would be really helpful. Thank you so much.
No problem. Probably the easiest thing that you can do with, especially with flexibility, is if you can get your hands on a really nice stick or quarterstaff. I know a few moves that will let you focus on that.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe while you're getting checked out by the doctor, I'll see if I can find something.
Perfect.
All right. So, as you guys are walking, eventually you make it to the healer's little honestly, probably more like a hut, a shack than an actual
A hovel.
proper building. Yeah. You both go inside? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. You see the same elderly woman, not leaning over, sitting beside one of the cots that was made up for the two people that you brought in. As she dabs the forehead of one with a towel. And looks up as you all come in.
Hello. I seem to have injured my arm. Do you have anything like that? Or for that? It hurts when I raise it above a certain level at a certain place. And I believe it may have been from overextension.
Did anything pop? I don't think anything popped.
I don't think it did. He looks worriedly.
You would have felt it. You would have heard it.
Unless it happened while I was asleep. He looks even more worriedly.
Blue, then don't do that. That'll be 600.
No!
Don't raise your arm. Problem solved.
That'll be 600 gold.
Oh. No, she will stand and walk over to the other side of the hovel and adjust a chair for you to sit on, dust it off a little bit, and then pat it for you.
Okay, he'll sit down.
And she will come around in front of you and sort of put a little pressure on the left side. And when you don't relax, she will put a little pressure on the right side.
Yeah. Ow.
And will then nod to herself and move behind you and start examining your arm, moving it slightly up just to get the full idea of your range of movement.
Mm-hmm. And he'll wince appropriately.
Mm-hmm. And roll me a just a real quick con save.
Con save. Okay. 17.
Alright. So you're not too bad as she's sort of like moving and adjusting your arm, and you've kind of gotten used to her just moving it about until suddenly she just pops it back.
Oh. Is there a sickening pop?
There is.
Oh, fuck. Alright. He is going to yelp at that. And then, is it gonna feel better?
You wanna move it around?
He's gonna try. Should I make a con save?
Go for it. Make another one. You are still getting over. You are still getting over the flash of pain from having your arm popped back into its socket.
Ow.
It'll feel better in a minute. Holly like reaches into her bags and I've gotta have something to make a sling.
As the woman has already walked away to a crate and is rustling around inside of it. And as you are contemplating death, Gaius
Yeah.
returns with a sheet of cloth and ties it around your arm and up around your opposite shoulder to keep your arm in place for a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you have any muscle salve? To help the muscles? Or salve, I can just put my own mint oil in it.
Don't move.
Tiger bomb. Yeah.
She
Muscle
will...
solvents.
You're gonna...
Like Asper cream.
Are your muscles soluble?
Like Asper cream or Bengay. You know. Those
guys.
muscles are sore when, like, Blue Emu. Oh.
Guys, have you been gay?
No.
Oh, well, unfortunately, we don't have.
You know, when you have, like, those muscles when you like,
I know.
dislocated your shoulder.
I know what you're talking about. I just couldn't resist a joke.
Yeah.
She wobbles over again to a table on the opposite side and shuffles some things around. And she's over there for a bit of time, grinding some things down with what's probably her mortar and pestle.
Oh, I could have. I didn't have the base. I have the herbs. I could have ground it. So that's. Sorry.
It's okay, Holly. Thank you for helping.
Mm-hmm. Well, I appreciate you being there and helping me, and you know,
Yeah, of course.
keeping me safe.
Yeah, it's kind of my job.
Well, we help each other out, you know.
Yeah.
It's, as Emmy said, it's what a pack does.
True.
So.
Plus, I mean,
And oh, go ahead.
don't take this the wrong way, but our kind's gotta look out for each other. I think. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to. Us kind of. Maybe misfits gotta stick together and look out for each other.
Yep. Us screw-ups.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we're all on the outside of society for one reason or another. Some have been pushed there by family troubles, which we really should address. You
Yeah.
need to tell us. You know, maybe I can help you do some of that emotional work before we can start making a plan.
Emotional work? What do you mean?
I mean, you were betrayed by your stepbrother.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, you don't want to be going into the castle and you have him at certain point, and that's when all of a sudden it hits you, you're about to kill your brother. Like, you want to know you're doing that beforehand.
True. Although, if I were to be able to actually get to the castle, if I actually was able to get my sword to his throat, I would just don't think of me less, but I would just do it because he also killed our father.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
So, you know, maybe we should start talking about that. How are we gonna? What are you gonna do? How are we going to fix it? You know, because I think that's pretty much what we're doing, is fixing things for those who can't.
True. Very true. I don't know how I can fix this. Because I don't think I can forgive him.
Okay, that's fine. That's not necessarily what you need to. When I mean fix this, I don't necessarily mean change the circumstances. It could also be moving past it. You know?
Just accepting it?
Everybody has a different way forward.
Yeah?
Right now, you're kind of. I mean, we're forming together, but we're here for you. We want to help. What would help look like? You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not expecting you to have that idea right now. That just, it takes time. For sure, to think about that and maybe talking about it with others. JB's a really good listener. They've been helping me a lot.
Yeah. I noticed that about JB.
Yep.
Although I wish they would speak up more.
I think, it's just practice.
Yeah.
We have to keep talking and bringing them into the situation.
Yeah, maybe.
You'll get there. So.
Honestly, I'm fine with not having a castle. Or being a noble. Or any of that.
Just kicking his butt. Or exposing him.
Honestly, I'd be fine with the latter. As long as he got what he deserves.
We could expose him while kicking his butt.
Yeah, why not? 2 birds, 1 stone.
Right? We could, make this plan be like a traveling show that came to the city, and have this banquet, and then when everybody's there, you can just go like, "Yaha! I'm so-and-so, and this is the proof, and you are an evil bastard." And then walk away into the sunset.
That would be very interesting, but he's very cunning. He would probably see me a mile away.
This is brainstorming.
True.
Throwing out ideas. No, well, there were definitely bad ideas. But bad ideas can be refined to okay ideas. Which lead to maybe even better ones.
I just had an idea.
Oh?
I wonder if the Orium pays visits to people or places. Because being able to use the Orium to transfer or traverse there would be a very easy way to get in without him knowing.
Interesting.
See, the thing about my brother, the thing about Ashton is... Talking with him, or doing anything with him, is like playing a game of dragon chess. He always thinks 4 moves ahead. Not the dragon chess. That's what it's called! So... It's fine. We can think about this later. But...
Sure. But at least we know.
Yeah. At least we know now.
Yeah.
So how's that salve coming? Flaming lizard, fun game.
Oh. About a minute or so ago, she had finished mixing. It started walking over, sort of paused to let you two have your moment.
Just sitting there, already finished, sitting there going, so anyways.
So anyway. Walks over. With a small tin of balm, and swipes a finger over it. And are you in your armor currently, or just
I think he wouldn't have put that part of the armor on. Or
so
I'm gonna say he's not in his armor right now. We're in a town. Fuck it.
He can just remove his shoulder piece.
I'm not going to continue with that.
Well, I mean, he's got chainmail,
no,
so...
I was going with that.
Yeah.
So she would move that piece of whatever you have there, armor, shirt, whatever.
Yeah.
And would rub it slightly on the area and sort of motion between the two of you, like, see, this is how you're going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And and would cover it up and hand it to you guys.
Thank you. How much do I owe you?
She produces a gold coin from the pocket on her side
Mm-hmm.
and holds it up between you. And then on the other hand, holds up 4 fingers.
Oh, four good gold coin. Sure,
Oh.
I have that.
Okay. Thank you. You sure?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I had an uneven number of coins, so I wanted to make it. It was actually perfect.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
No problem. I had like 119 coins. I just wanted 115, so you know.
I see.
Right? You just like, yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get it. Probably. I think.
She just takes the coins and hobbles back over to the other 2 that are still laying there.
Okay. By the way, Miss, we were the one part of the party that brought those 2 in. Did they have any markings on them?
She nods.
They did. What did they look like? If you don't mind me asking.
Mute!
I know! She can motion to the body! She can facetiously throw off the covers, move the clothes aside. Ah!
People! She would motion you over, guys.
Yeah.
And would on the gentleman who she's currently working on, she would sort of as she was redoing bandages, she will take them off and sort of let you see the area.
Do I recognize
And-
those symbols?
You sure as fuck recognize claw marks.
But it's
But
not
you
like...
don't see it. You don't see the
It's not the 7-pointed star.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day. Holly, let's head back to the group.
Mhm.
And after they leave, he's going to mention, yeah, they only had claw marks. Or at least the guy only had claw marks. So that's good, at the very
Yeah.
least.
Mm-hmm. And they're alive.
They are. Don't do this, Gadia. I swear to God. Barges back in. Take off her
Swear
clothes!
to me.
Comes back in. Oh my God, we were so wrong. You have 8 types of cancer.
Yep, that's about right.
Somebody's been using WebMD.
You have a thing called
this-
super cancer.
For this story, I would not be surprised.
Oh my god.
I mean, there are things called hypertumors where cancer diverges so much that cancer gets its own cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking for real?
I am
Yep.
very for real. Cancer is a mutation of the cells. It continues
Yeah.
to mutate, and sometimes it mutates so much that it thinks it's its own cancer for the cancer.
Yep.
Jesus. I didn't know
Uh-huh.
that.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah, no,
It's
biology's
fascinating.
fucked up.
Yeah. Biology is fucked up.
So, cancer is essentially like Girls Gone Wild, but for the genome.
Oh my god!
That is
So,
the
like,
best definition I have ever heard.
That is quite the analogy you've got there.
That is perfect.
So, that's what kind of crazy stuff you find with cancer and everything. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, see, all those people that were wild young, they're now like wild on the inside. I get it now.
Yeah, and mothers of 6. Anyways. Back to the group.
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
Okay. Spring break's wild, yo. So, back to the group.
Back to the group. While they've been gone, what have the rest of you been doing? Emmy, Jibba, Mars.
I imagine Emmy will eventually wake up, so we'll say at some point she stretches and then, I mean, goes right back at the same position she was in, but just conscious now.
Hmm. Okay.
She will get a very quiet "Good morning, Emmy," as Mars reads a book, probably just like something random that she pulled from one of the shelves.
Good morning. What have I missed?
Not much. We will be leaving soon. And Gaius has gone to the doctor to check on his shoulder.
I see.
Mhm.
That's it. That's all she says. I see. She is caught up. She has read the newspaper, basically.
Mm-hmm.
We killed a dragon. Jeez, I have not been paying attention. She's at this point, she's just like curled up in a chair somewhere with. Yeah, actually, you know what? She'll be working on her memorizing of her book.
Oh, Page's card.
It's a card.
I have a map for that now.
That is
Pretty.
I love that card.
So as I told
Yeah.
you, her card
Very
is
cool.
quite spacious.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost kind of sad it's not that big on the outside because it would be like those trucks that drive the trailers down the road,
Oh
Right?
my god.
like the
Mhm.
pre-made homes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Is there
yeah.
plastic on the windows?
That's fine. She's just not retaining anything.
It'd be like that.
Head empty, only books remain.
Not even.
Head empty,
She's-
only mold remains.
Oh god, she's just read the same paragraph like this entire time and hasn't retained any of it.
Oh, Kadia, what's the name of that shopkeeper that was hitting on Mars?
Shayless.
Yeah, head empty, only Shayless remains.
She wishes.
It's more like for Shayless head empty, only Mars remains.
Oh,
Correct.
Jesus.
It's okay, she'll get you one day.
Gonna get you what? Maybe next week?
Oh,
Mhm.
plot twist. Shayless Vinder is the BBEG.
God damn it.
Alright, so if that's that, eventually the peanut gallery returns.
Hey guys. Turns out I actually did pop my shoulder. So, I don't know how long I gotta put this thing on my arm. But I gotta keep this on.
At least 2 days, maybe 3. And
All
then you
right.
slowly start to build up your strength. I can work you through. Go with you through the exercises. Go through the exercises with you. That's right.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Chris over here, the queen of rehabilitation.
Right. That's a lot of meta Chris knowledge.
It's fine. It's a trait she has.
I'm just letting it slide because of just how many siblings she's had. Someone's bound to have fucked themselves up.
Yeah.
They were just survival skills.
Exactly.
Require
Exactly.
medicine and like dislocating a shoulder. That's a common injury. I think, but I could be wrong.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say yes.
So, like, even if Holly didn't actually know, she kind of would still try to work through it with you. So,
Mm-hmm. You know,
this isn't the first time Holly's bullshitted something.
I almost want to say, like, this injury happened when we were fighting that bat with the axe, and he popped his shoulder out, so he fought the dude and just aggravated it so much.
Ooh.
And he didn't notice because blood was pumping because he was in the middle of battle. So
Just the adrenaline keeping
yeah,
you going.
the adrenaline keeping you going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sucks. So anywho, you guys having a blast? Should we head out? Is there anything else you guys? Oh yeah, I should also mention, the people that we saved, they only had claw marks. So no special symbols or anything carved into their flesh, so they should be fine.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Emmy nods.
Morning, Emmy.
You hear in your mind, "Good morning, guys. I was told you went to the doctor."
I did. I hurt my arm. It's very painful.
You heard a lot of things, I saw.
Well, I guess I'm strong enough to break my own body.
There's a hesitation. Ah. This was a self-inflicted wound.
Yes. On accident.
There's hotlines for that. You don't have to go through this. I'm
Emmy-
sorry.
Emmy nods and says, "You must be careful of your own strength, for apparently it is substantial."
I try.
Emmy nods. "I often find that when I fall to my more instinctual rage, I guess you could call it, I will use my body past what is good for it. So I understand. Please be careful."
I will try.
Like, I imagine any barbarian that rages afterwards, there's like, whew, they pulled something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, there's a subclass
Must-
where you just get exhaustion levels.
Yeah, Berserker. Because if I remember correctly, like, don't our muscles limit themselves specifically to avoid that?
Yeah.
And I imagine a Berserker rage might just kind of
Yeah, turn that off.
ignore that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, she nods.
Well, was there anything else you guys wanted to do before we started heading out?
Mars, did you want to go with me to maybe speak to the head of security
Right.
of the town?
Mars, why are you laughing?
Or the sheriff or something?
I'm sorry. The singular garden, this teeny tiny dust particle of a town.
Yep.
The head of
Yep,
security.
Head of security.
Listen, he
By
gets
default.
paid like nothing.
You know,
Don't
he
make
gets a
fun of
title.
Paul Blart.
He gets a title. It's at least that's all he gets. He doesn't get money. He doesn't get health care. He doesn't get pension. No, you can forget that. He gets a title.
He has healthcare. His mom's
Damn.
a healer.
His mom's a healer. His
Oh,
mom's
the doctor!
Storyline is canon.
And then when he gets home, you won't believe the shit I heard.
Just fucking
into
starts
him.
signing like crazy.
Dude, those fucking weirdos that came through our town, holy shit.
Bro, they talk to. We're fucking killing somebody's brother.
I hope they left. I hope they left.
I saw that, Katia.
I had to correct a thing. So, you guys are talking to security. Do you want to buy and sell before you leave?
Actually, yeah. Let's sell.
Okay.
Well, definitely, at the very least, sell.
Strong, weak, and idiot.
Mars for money. What?
All right.
Mhm.
So
No, yeah, we definitely should sell everything so we have an idea of how much gold we have.
yeah, I'll work on that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Burn is working on that.
Mars will go with Holly if she wants her to.
Okay.
I mean, only if you want to. Step outside with me for a second, maybe. Help me take down the tent.
All right. She will offer to let Emmy just kind of like hunker down on the chair if she wants.
I mean, you can bring Emmy if you would like. It's up to you.
Or
I
not.
will join you.
So then she'll bring her along and head outside.
You know what? Emmy will jump down and actually walk. She's feeling somewhat energetic.
Holly will walk up next to Mars and hold her hand while they're walking and not look at the Holly, not look at Mars, but just
Look at herself.
she will look at her, like down at her feet as she's holding, grabbing Mars's hand and saying, "How are you? How are you doing?"
DM.
Mhm.
I think that's high enough for Emmy to at least understand some of it. Emmy's going to drift further, give them some space. In fact, you know, it's the morning. She's got to go piddle. She'll keep
Just
her
go
distance.
hang out with Tangletooth.
No. She's coming with you guys, but she's going to
Oh.
be like a good 10 feet away, like a dog on a morning walk kind of thing,
Okay.
focused on other stuff.
Mars gives Holly's hand a little squeeze and gives a small smile. I'm fine. I ground was a little rocky, but
Wait, you slept outside in the tent?
well yes, that's why I got it from you.
Why? Do you mind me asking?
thought you were staying in the car.
That was the plan originally, yes. I wanted to try and offer for Tangletooth to come in with us, but she was covered in mud and marsh gunk. So I, in fear of the books being ruined, stipulated that she would need a bath, but apparently you don't bathe wild animals, according to Emmy, even though Tangletooth is intelligent and has been traveling with us for over a month, but I suppose she knows about animals better than I do.
And so you put the tent up in the dark? By yourself?
You just see her purse her lips.
Wow. I know that must have been a scary thing. Was a very brave thing to do.
It's fine.
I know that you have problems with the stars.
It's not just the stars, Holly. But I'm fine. It's fine.
Well. And how are you doing about yesterday?
She frowns a little bit. Well, what exactly?
Aldrin.
I mean, he's dead. It's not a problem anymore.
Do you feel safe?
From him?
What about the next person is turned down for a date?
Is this about me? Or is this about you?
Maybe a little both. Well, we were both kind of tied up on different ends of his fantasy.
She stops at that. Grips Holly's hand a little harder. And she opens her mouth to try and say something, and then stops herself and shakes her head. I don't know, but it will it'll be fine. Hang on.
Well
Can I spend my inspiration to reroll that?
You say that as if she would ever deny you.
It's your inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my
Yeah.
priorities.
Like you already saw how like exhausted she was this morning, and like it had been obvious that she was crying, and right now she can't even like meet your eyes, and like everything about her right now just screams like I don't know what to do with myself. Like you can just see her slowly trying to fold in on herself.
When that happens, Holly will grab her and hug her and say, "It's gonna be okay." I don't know what's going on, and
Cool. So she hugs back and gives Holly a bit of a squeeze, and then squeezes harder, and you can feel this just slow buildup of a tremor, and then there's just this wet patch on your shoulder.
I don't know if now's a good time to tell you, but I don't know when would be a good time. From the first time I met you, you've always been shown people who you were. And you were never afraid to let people know. I admire that about you. Kind of bravery I wish I had.
There's this very shaky laugh that comes out. I honestly don't think I'm that brave.
Are you kidding me? I mean, you're the first person in how long to leave the island?
That wasn't bravery, Holly. And she pulls away, and you just see this cascade of tears.
You left everyone and everything you knew for the unknown.
Out of fear.
I understand. Those two things can always exist simultaneously. So very brave to walk away from everything you've ever known, not knowing whether or not you'll see it again. Brave, continue walking forward, trying to find out what happened to the plague, find out what happened to the town at Cami. Even after having the entire town disappear, you didn't run away. You may not see it as bravery now.
maybe we read into others' actions those traits we wish they have. So maybe I see it as bravery and you see it as fear. Doesn't mean either one is wrong. And so anyways, you inspired me to try and maybe live a bit more, figure out what would be a more authentic self for me. That would entail. I have no clue, but well, I think today's the first step, at least.
Her eyes go wide and she kind of tilts her head. Oh, what did you have in mind?
I'm not sure. I would probably need some time to experiment. Find out what feels right. I found this hat. I found this hat the other day, and it has magical properties that should help me to change my appearance. And Holly lifts up the lynx mask, which I forgot was on her face the whole time. She lifts it up. At least around the group, I want to try and be more me.
She puts a hand on Holly's cheek and gives a very soft smile. I'm glad.
Holly just smiles back.
And when you have an idea of what you would like to try to feel more you, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe we'll be walking, I guess, a lot, or riding today, and maybe later tonight. I had an idea. It could help me when we're sitting around the campfire. After all, you are the resident artist.
Am I? She kind of blinks at that, like, really?
Much better drawing than I am. For sure. You don't want to see the stuff in my notebook.
It's too lewd.
The only
Not
lewd
safe for
things
work.
in there are the drawings from Aldern.
I told you it was lewd.
Everything else is just stick figures.
Holly over here just doing her best. You ever seen Gaia's draw? She nods, and I feel like they've just been standing next to the fucking tent this whole time, and
Nothing's
just
been done
like,
with it.
yeah, looks down at it. Right, that was a thing we were like, lets go of Holly and just starts like dismantling it.
Right, yes. The tent, right. Start taking down the tent. Oh, where's Emmy? I hope she's not inside. Emmy?
Me is literally sitting like 20 feet away, just looking at you two.
Yes. Fucking bipedals, I swear to God.
So, finish taking down the tent and go back inside. Or did you want to talk to the security town sheriff?
Security township.
Security time.
Yeah, she just slowly shakes her head. I think you all are right. We've gotten as much information as we can, and we should move on to give what we have to the Orium, so that we can move on. There are other very important things that we have to worry about.
Okay. So, let's walk in. Holly just turns around and starts walking inside. Am I sending a message to the Arya?
I think we're supposed to be stopping by the Aria.
Yeah, I think we're physically
Okay.
going to go there.
Okay, cool. Got it. I see. I forgot it's right there. Off to the Arium.
Okay.
So-
You just wandering off to the Orium?
No. They lug the tent back inside. All the rest of the stuff. And is JB is over in the corner. Is, I'm blanking on the name of the tent owner or the cart owner. Paige. Yes.
The
My
tent
pun
owner
child?
is you.
I can't remember the name of my pun child.
No, I'm so bad with names. Oh my god.
Paige Turner?
No, seriously, I had a friend in like 7th grade. My best friend couldn't remember his name the entire year.
Wow.
I
Simon.
totally believe this.
Yep.
Simon the Simple Pieman? He likes his pies.
Yeah, you know, that fits, yes. But that was not his last name.
I see.
Is Paige over there with Jimmy?
Yes, I believe the two of them are still organizing stuff.
Keep getting distracted and like reading part of a book.
Paige keeps every now and then, if JB's eyes wander to any specific books or items, she just absolutely goes off on a tangent about that thing.
So it seems like they're spending a lot of time picking up one object, hearing a 15-minute rant about it, setting it to the side, picking up something new.
They got to like an hour later, realize that they were supposed to be putting stuff away, grab the first item, go off on another tangent before placing it where it's supposed to go.
Can I help? Maybe it'll go faster with more people?
JB looks to Paige. This isn't their stuff.
What? Looks over to JB. Flushes a little bit. If you wanted to help, I mean, I wouldn't say no. I do have quite a few things, she says, looking about at the tables and the piles of books that need to be put up and the various crates and boxes that need to be unpacked.
Sure, why don't I help put these things away with JP? And I think Gaius was looking at some stuff to buy. I'm not sure if he's still doing that, but we can put this stuff away.
He's currently sitting down and disassociating because he's kind of bored.
Fucking mood.
elevator music plays.
Yeah, in his head. Well, we can spend some time doing that. Although, if our goal is to start getting out of here, maybe you guys can do this, and maybe Ria, me, and well, maybe we can start the cart and get the horses and everything and start heading out. How does that sound?
Oh, we didn't have to put these away before we started moving?
I don't think so. And he's gonna look over towards Paige.
Oh, with everything that I've done, you won't even notice that we're moving.
Oh, well, yeah, let's definitely get started with the horses. I'll help, guys.
Okay, perfect.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna let the stream know I've got the brain pains. I need to go lay down, so I'm going to step out for now. Emmy, Mars, take care of Narco Fox for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Emmy just
Sorry.
like fell asleep off to the side while the tent was actually being disassembled. Mars just scoops her up.
And not like curled up, went to sleep, like fell over asleep.
Mhm.
Conk.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Feel better.
Bye.
So, we pack up the tent. We start heading out while, at the very least, Paige and JB start or continue sorting things. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you guys can make it out the door,
Okay.
you would note that as you still technically currently have a 20 with you, as he's not gone anywhere, just been silent off to the side. Wanders over and picks up a sword that's sitting on the table. Looks like a great sword. It seems the same size as the one that he carries. And sort of turns it over in his hand for a moment and brings it a little closer to his face. And you just hear, "Oh, what's that?" before there's a bright flash.
Oh my god.
And 20 is gone as the sword clatters to the ground.
Oh my fucking god, are you serious?
Where'd he go?
Where did he go?
What the fuck? God, what the fuck? 23, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Guys,
Man kidnapped by sword 4 and 7!
What the fuck?
I mean, Mars, essentially, man kidnapped by sword. You go over and you look over the sword as it slowly starts to dull from the light shining, and you look over the runes that seem to be hidden under the leather that's wrapped around the hilt, and wow, those sure are binding.
Oh Jesus!
What happened?
Don't touch that. Don't touch it. Don't nobody. Paige!
Is 20 in there? Did he go in?
Paige, we have a problem!
This Paige is just kind of standing over in the corner still with JB, saw the light and is just kind of looking at where 20 was.
Did you know that this was a sword of binding?
Yes, it she sort of slowly wanders over. It's a sentient item.
Why is it just out on the table?
it-
And it's not even like a look of anger. It's just like she's in shock. Just like wide-eyed, like, what?
Jade, let him go. Jade, let him.
Jade, put that down.
Put that thing back where it came from, more so healthy.
Oh my god. With a 23, is it safe to say that handling this sword at this point is safe or nah?
With the 23, it should be fine. The runes that are on here don't go off unless they're activated.
How the fuck did he activate them?
Bye, nice.
She's
That makes
got
sense.
like the concerned hands, like hands pressed to mouth. Okay. It's fine. We'll figure something. Very gingerly picks it up, sets it back on the table.
When you pick it up,
Maybe we should label that not for sale.
Maybe I should pick it up with mage hand.
when you pick it up, Mars,
Great sword.
when you pick it up, Mars, in your mind, you hear, "Gods! Damn it!"
What? Is that it? It just swears at her?
Probably wasn't directed towards you.
That's Does she know how the runes are activated? Like, is there a specific, like, thing she needs to avoid? As far as she can tell.
From what you know about these runes, they should only work once to capture some creature or soul inside of an item, typically. The only issue there is, Mars, that you're fairly certain that that wasn't 20 that you heard.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely not 20. Hello? Glances around. Probably looks like an idiot.
Hi.
Looks down at the sword. No, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Okay.
No. What?
Well, Paige just said that the sword is sentient and the sword just swore.
Ah. Huh.
Is that
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
the sword? All the sword does? It just swears?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's a
Where-
god. With that crit one.
Fuck. It swore. Fucking damn it.
Blue, you're on a roll.
Could you maybe put him back, please?
It's been less than a minute. And the incessant nonsense that I can hear from it. Don't you think that if I could send it out, I would?
Well, why did you take him in the first place?
You get nothing in response but grumbling.
Did he startle you?
I'm not so easily frightened.
Can I roll insight on a sword?
I mean, by all means.
Where's my fucking sheet? Oh, man.
Because you picked a chatty roommate, aren't you, Squidward?
Do you know what is required to release him? And she's also looking at Paige when she says this.
So, you get two responses more or less at the same time.
Oh, good.
From Paige, you get, I could study it, see what exactly might help. And from the sword, there's a brief pause and then, you know, I might be able to get him out, but that would require a bit of working together.
Drops the blade. All right. We can do research. Just full on like clank onto the table. All right. So we can look into some books, do some research, see what's going on.
Blue, you have a plus?
Watching this whole thing happen, JB leans towards Paige and like whispers to her, are there sentient items we need to not touch? We can sort them first.
I believe I have at least one or two, but that's the only one with a binding sigil on it. That shouldn't have even, I'll look into that. Just tries to busy herself putting stuff away, like, that didn't happen, you didn't see that.
JB makes a mental note to set up a do not touch display.
I wonder what would happen if somebody just tried to dispel the magic. Would he come back?
You're more than welcome to try.
Can't actually do it yet.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait and find out.
Uh-huh.
So, you guys want to start a cart? There's nothing interesting happening here.
I want to
stay there and figure out where 20 went. Gaius and Holly can go get the horses.
Basically.
JB and Paige pretend 20 didn't just disappear. Sounds like a perfect plan.
Sounds great. Sounds fantastic.
Infallible.
So, eventually, the cart is prepped and ready to head out. What exactly is your guys' destination?
We wanted to go to the southern point.
The starting point?
Yeah, to Pages.
You guys over to the
Yeah.
main point.
So let me get this.
Towards where she said Naomi was?
Yeah. So
Mhm.
can I? Okay. So we're gonna head this way, hit up the Orium, and then head over to Naomi. So specifically that direction. Do you want me to draw it?
No, I got you.
Okay.
Alright.
And hell, we can even hand wave the Orium if you want. And just say, hey, we found this! Bye! Unless we want to hit up, like, Bed Bath & Beyond. I wouldn't mind checking out what they have, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either.
Okay. Do we want Rhea to keep that adamantine longsword?
That's
Yeah, if nobody else is gonna use it.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, so 2050 divided by. Do we do it 5 or 6 ways? Do we still keep a cut for 20?
Just do it 5. I'll deal with 20 when James gets back.
Okay, everybody gets 410 gold. Bop, bop, bop. Hell yeah. We also have 596 gold and 350 silver in the group coffers if you guys wanted to split that as well. I don't know if you guys
yeah.
wanted to. Okay. So 350 silver is another 35 gold, so then everybody will get another 126 gold and 2 silver. So then I'll just update that.
Mars will give her 2 silver to Gaius.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's right. I have a thing for you guys.
Oh?
Here we go.
20 the sword!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
That's terrifying
That's
and
amazing.
also kind of fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Boy picked his prison himself.
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn, okay. It's like a 20% chance that this is bad.
If we're being accurate, it's more like a 27.
It's not quite a 30.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we have anything else before, like, towards the end of the day?
I don't have anything planned.
No, I think we're pretty wrapped up and ready to go. Is that true?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Then let's get this this fun little shit show on the road, shall we?
Let us commence to the Orium, and then to Damaris.
But that night, I want to try and gamble with guys. Play some cards.
Oh my
Poor
fucking
boy.
god.
Alright.
Okay. Jesus, you're fighting somebody with only one arm.
Mars will play alongside him. Just she'll be his the holder of the cards for him.
Perfect.
I want you guys to roll me 3d20s.
Okay.
So first set, then the second, then the third.
So I'm using my special set.
So roll me for you, Holly. Sleight of hand. Okay. Gaius, you want to roll me a I guess perception.
Oh.
So and this is perfect. Gaius and Holly, as you sit down and gamble a bit, Holly, you manage to win the first round. And just as you guys are setting up for the second, Gaius, you realize that Holly is definitely cheated.
Holly,
Yes.
I didn't realize that there were 3 King of Hearts in a deck.
But that's not how you were taught to play cards?
No. That's very much not. Is that why you keep getting full houses?
Look, I can only play cards the way I learned.
Can I see that deck?
Sure. Just a normal deck of cards.
He's gonna spread it out on the table?
Mm-hmm.
How many dupes are there?
There's dupes, there's marked cards,
It's only marked. There are not dupes.
and there's only marked
It's a
cards.
Oh, okay.
Deck of marked cards.
Then instead of saying three King of Hearts, he'll say, "Why is there a symbol here? And here,
it's
and
Just a
here."
doodle. You know, when you're on the road traveling so much, you get this idea that pops in your head, and you don't have anything to write it down, so just draw on the back of the card.
Uh-huh. He's gonna spread them out and try and find the aces. I would like to use perception or intelligence to try and find them.
Sorry?
I would like to either do perception or intelligence to find them.
He wants to figure out how marked my marked cards are.
Yeah, if he can figure out the cipher.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, buddy, you read her like a book.
So
Yeah.
he's going to, while they're face down, specifically put them into order, suit-wise, backwards and forwards, and then flip them over. He's gonna go, "That's kind of mean. If you wanted money, you could just ask."
Oh, I'm not doing it to take your money. I have all of your money right here. Pulls out like a completely separate pouch. I was just, well, consider it a savings account for future investing.
Did she? Okay, does she really have all my money?
Yeah. She's just taking the money she wins off of you every time we have payday, trying to win like 10%, and she's been storing it.
Oh no, I mean like my actual
No,
No,
not
she
all of
hasn't
okay.
been
you.
pickpocketed.
No, not
Just-
all of your money. No. Just the amount that
just-
she has gotten
Just
off of
what
you.
she's won.
Yeah. Everything that
I-
she has ever won from you has been in this separate pouch.
So that's why you keep buying things for me. You're using that, aren't you?
I mean, I'm not buying things. I'm just, it's like a savings account.
Uh-huh. Do you do this with all your friends?
Those that I think may not be particularly the best of money.
Ah. I see. I think
just
I'm
trying
gonna
to look out
stop
for you.
playing for now. If that's... You know what? I am gonna stop playing. Thank you for the fun times.
We can get a new deck. Sorry.
It's okay. Mm.
Next time I'll teach you some card tricks.
Like fooling people at poker.
Teach you how to cheat.
I don't want to know how to cheat.
Well, then you can find the cheaters and stop them. It comes in really handy if, like, you're on the road and you're hungry and you only have a couple of coins. It is helpful. I'll have to show you sometime.
Sure. I think I'm gonna do something else for a while.
Sure.
And he's gonna bumble off and go sit somewhere and stare off into the distance.
This poor man.
Right?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, he's not gonna respond. He's kind of miffed.
What is everybody else doing?
Well, now that Mars is no longer Gaius's arms, she's going to go back to trying to finish her book. See if she can actually retain. She can retain nothing. Head
Aw.
empty. No thoughts.
Only Shayless.
Oh no.
You almost repeated it.
No.
It's canon.
So she continues to read the same paragraph over and over all night.
You know, actually, can I bug JB for a little bit?
How dare you?
Notice that they have emptied off a bookshelf and made a tiny placard that says in very neat handwriting, please do not touch display.
Hey, JB.
Yes.
May I please have that book on brewing that I had you put away in the bag?
Yes, absolutely. One moment.
Thank you.
Got her off to one side. Come back a moment later with your book.
Thank you.
Yes, if there's anything else, just please let me know.
Actually, there is. Do you or Paige like have any lecterns or something? Somewhere where I can put my book and read one-handed.
JB looks over at Hall or Paige.
Oh,
Are Like a lap desk or something, maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
Not in the cart. At least nothing that I know I have set up. Here. And she would go over and start picking some stuff up and clear off the side of the table and then move a chair in for you.
Thank you. And he's gonna start reading. Until he's required to, like, pilot one. You know what? I'm gonna say he can't. He's not gonna be able to pilot the wagon or anything like that. He's just gonna take a break.
I would say you guys are probably resting for a bit. Because Paige will drive the cart.
JB can take over that.
Yeah.
JB has proficiency in land vehicles.
Okay, so Paige and JB will go back and forth then, driving your cart.
These two talk a lot.
Okay. So, it takes you a good while. Let me see if I can get the exact amount of time for you.
Oh, we're not heading to. There you go.
No, I know. I was measuring because I have an amount of time written out for how long it would take to get there. So I was judging versus that. Okay. So, as a note, this land, although it is a vast continent, it's definitely smaller than most, so it doesn't take quite too long to get from point A to point B, as you would imagine it would. So for here, it would take you about... Oh god, it would take you about a week to get down here.
Oh, jeez. Okay. It's fine with me. Is that fine with you guys?
Faster. No, it's fine.
The long travel times seem to be pretty okay with this group.
Well, it's either a week to get here or like 12 days to get there.
No, I'm happy with the week. Honestly.
So, what exactly are you guys wanting to do during this week of travel? I imagine some of you are doing some reading stuffs.
Yes.
Okay. How many days would you like to do that?
If allowed, JB would love to start either helping Mars with her book reading or learning alongside her. If Mars is willing to share this information that this is important to her.
For which book?
The Altered Abyssal, I'm guessing, is what you're talking about.
Yeah, if there's other stuff that you want them to help you with.
Right now she's specifically focusing on that one.
Okay.
But she's gotten fairly close to finishing it. She's literally 3 checks away from completing it. So it's just the last checks that I've been getting have been absolutely fucking abysmal.
Abyssal. Anyway.
Yeah, I would love to either help or start learning alongside.
Well, which do you prefer? Because if you help, she's going to get checks. If you learn alongside, you can start getting checks and learning in.
I'll probably start learning as well.
Okay. So real quick, are we doing this every day? All 7 days? 5 days? 2 days?
She'll be going at it for if she wants to try and complete it, but
I mean,
that depends on the mercy of the gods of RNG.
Okay. So I'm assuming JB will be there with you the whole time. So go ahead and roll me your first one. JB, roll me an intelligence check as well.
Yes! Oh, that's what she needed, a study buddy. Oh, it's been too long since she had one.
Oh,
honey.
I'll go ahead and I'll use my inspiration on that.
Oh.
That's a DC 13
Look, I
check.
also have to drive. I also have to drive the cart. Leave me alone.
At some point, Mars is just reading them out to you, and it's like garbled, garbledy-gook, and it's like, what are you saying right now?
But they're like too nice to try and be like, I don't understand, so they just listen.
So
In one ear and out the other. That's day one.
first day, Mars does really well. JB gets nothing. Second day,
All right.
Oh
JB
my God.
again gets nothing.
Oh my God!
So Mars, you get your last 2 checks.
Awesome, cool. So yeah, like at that point, like she's just so elated to have somebody to bounce it off of and like to actually read it out loud. Like at this point, she's just raffling it off so fast, and JB is just like, I can't tell her to slow down.
I figured out what the problem is. Mars needs a study buddy. JB prefers to work alone.
Yes, she's just so used to having a partner to learn with. Lightning rod of hate? No.
I meant for the checks specifically.
Oh yes,
It's-
you needed a bad luck sponge. Is what you needed.
Exactly. Those
no.
those strings, they twanged in the right direction.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that's
And
two-
what's the name of the? There was a specific type of abyssal that it was.
it is called O Earth Common.
Oh, good. Thank you.
O Earth Common.
Common. Cool.
So JB, do you want to try and get the rest of these 5 days to get somewhere? now that Mars is done.
Can Mars give the help action?
Okay. So you get your first check. You get your first check. Go ahead.
Am I
and roll
doing
me-
this at advantage since she's helping me now, or am I just stealing this book and being like, I need to find a corner?
That's up to you.
Yeah.
What would JB do?
Probably the latter, even though that's probably not great for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 2 more. Okay. So out of the next 5 days, you managed to get 3 days where you actually consumed the knowledge properly. So go ahead and write down somewhere that for the alternate abyssal or O Earth Common, as it is properly called, that you have 3 out of 10 checks on a DC 13. Moving over. Gaius.
Yeah.
Give me your first roll for the one before you guys actually head out. So give me an intelligence check.
Okay. 12.
Okay. And now give me. Are you reading this for the whole 7 days? Is this what you're spending your time doing? Or are you doing other things as well?
It depends. How long does this injury last?
It would only be a couple of days.
Only be a couple of days, so let's say 2. That's what he does for 2 more days.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me 2 more checks.
Okay.
Alright, so the first 2 days that you try to get through this brewing book, you don't really understand exactly what they're telling you until the third day, when your injury is finally healing up. You're like, oh, that's what they fucking meant.
Yeah. Okay, that's what they meant by yeast.
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 I thought you said yeast.
little bit of chocolate on the page or something. After that, he is going to spend his time, because he promised to, helping Holly fight. After his arm is all good, he is going to try and help her go through the motions.
Okay.
So that would be 5 days of that.
5 days of that. And what exactly are you guys, you training to fight with anything specific, or?
Well, that's a question for Holly. What are you trying to specifically learn?
What sword does Gaius use?
Great sword. He is also proficient in longsword. He is proficient in all weapons, but he is heavily favored towards swords or bladed weapons.
Okay. Holly is also proficient in a longsword and a rapier. She's trying to she's trying to first get into some kind of exercise and strength, sparring kind of routine, something to help her build more confidence in herself. She is really kind of bothered that when we faced Aldern, she just froze.
Oh. Honestly, I could help you with your fencing footwork. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, definitely. I would appreciate that.
Fantastic. Rhea has a rapier, right?
I have one. Yep.
You have an extra?
No, I just have mine.
Yeah. So you would use one, and I would use Rhea's, if you're down with that.
Yeah.
And we would just spar. Work on your footwork. Make sure your weight's in the right place, etc.
Okay. Maybe do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's got a strength of 0, so.
Yeah. Go through any of the motions for like, okay, this is good for this kind of stance, and this exercise is good for this. If you repeat this 50 times, you'll be able to muscle memory it down, etc. And he'll just help you go through the motions.
Okay. And so remind me, as I am looking through 50 different things right now.
Sure.
You guys are doing this, I assume, to raise a specific spec of some sort, correct? Or are you just doing this for RP wise?
I was doing it first for RP. I did not know it was an option to raise a specific spec.
Well, I mean, that depends on what exactly you want to do.
She wants to get stronger and more proficient with her rapier. Be a better fighter.
So, I will go ahead and mark down a thing for you then. I'm gonna steal your character sheet real quick, Holly.
Sure. Holly also knows that, you know, with some physical activity, it's everything, the voices in the head start to slow down some.
Yeah. You get to focus on something else.
Yeah. All right. And because Holly uses strength, you guys are working, or uses
Dexterity.
dex. You are working on strength. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hold up.
Sorry. I just deleted something irrelevant.
All right. Awesome. So, then I will make this a group check on your guys' side. Why don't you go ahead and roll me some... I guess just some straight up strength checks.
Okay. So 5, right?
5, yes.
So 1,
Oh, wait, that's a
2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright.
So a strength save is still the same +1 as my strength.
Okay.
So the second day, Gaius pulls his arm again. It's like, ah! But he is able to work through it for the other days and figure out, like, not to do that specific move again. A little bit
Kind of messed
tender.
up your arm a little bit. Yeah.
But he puts the balm on it, and it'll feel better for the following day.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So you guys, with your 5 days of sparring, managed to get 1. Sorry, I have to do some math. Group checks are like that. One, 2. Three? Is that it? I should have had you guys roll like 1 and 1 so it was easier to read out. Like
It
this.
was
All right.
17 and 20 for the
17,
first
20.
day.
And then
7 and 17.
and then 17, 8, no,
18.
17, 18.
Mhm.
And then 23.
23 and 4.
And 21 and 11.
Okay. So yeah, 3. So you managed to get 3 days out of the 5, which isn't bad. For looks like Holly's starting to pick up some understanding of how strength works. It's not bad.
Hell yeah.
All right. So we've got you guys. Emmy is in absentia at the moment. I will get to Squee at a later date. I believe that is it. All right. So, your 7 days pass. You guys get your marks.
So, before
Good
that
job,
day
everyone.
passes, figure like one night, probably that night where Holly just got a 4, really crap score
Mhm.
for that. She's just gonna be like sitting by the fire and trying to sketch something, and then she'll draw something for 5 minutes and then rip out the page and throw it in the fire.
Holly, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just trying to get this sketch to work. I can't make it fit right.
Well, she like frowns a little bit and will scooch over. Do you mind if I like gestures to
Yeah, sure. Holly's kind of anxious and nervous and kind of wringing her hands and everything, and then she hands it over. And these are the sketched outlines of body types where certain characteristics have been greatly exaggerated. And Holly's just trying to play around with them, make them less exaggerated, adjust. It's not porn, it's just, that's...
It's figure studies.
Exactly. It's sure. Why not? Hey, but if that is, this is porn God created. in the first place.
God knows what they did. Yeah, so she kind of.
You saw the drawings that Aldern had. Briefly looked at them for a second.
Is this something Holly is saying, asking, or are you asking me?
That is something Chris is asking Alora that Mars had seen them.
She sure did. Yep.
So then Mars might recognize the original traced outlines.
I see. I'm not sure what exactly you're trying to accomplish.
Well, I have this hat. You see, it allows me to change my outer appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And I told always start what you know. In this case, I know what I don't want to see.
She nods slowly. Okay. Well, that's good, but also she kind of looks over the probably fairly unrealistic proportions. This isn't what you look like.
I know that this is a warped vision of reality. His demented view. But it's... I mean, quite frankly, everything I dislike.
She's very quiet for a bit, looks back down at the drawings, contemplative. Holly, when you look at these, what is it that you dislike about it? Is it the sexualization? Is it the shape itself?
Think it's... If you had asked me before, I would have said the hyper-sexualization.
But now you're not so sure?
No. I'm sure. I just... Because I don't feel... I don't feel right. Don't feel... I don't know, the way people say you're supposed to. This...
And how do people say you're supposed to feel?
Well, I mean, life is always separated. Society in the us versus them, and often on a binary. And when it comes to the body, it's male or female. But
But
but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like you know when you get up in the morning and you go throughout your day and then you say good morning and they say, you know, hello miss, have a good morning. I always kind of forget that, oh yeah, that's how others see me. That's how I look on the outside.
she blinks a little in surprise. And then nods. Would you prefer something else then?
Honestly, personally, I'd prefer that I'd prefer that the world changed, that it didn't matter. But
No, Holly, that's not what I mean. If being referred to in a feminine manner is uncomfortable for you, would you prefer masculine?
I don't know. It was growing up, we were always, you know, taught you were born this way, and that's how everybody felt, and that's everybody's role, and you just accept it because you didn't want to disappoint your parents. I've never taken an opportunity or chance to experiment.
Her smile actually, like, genuinely brightens for what feels like the first time in a while on this trip. And she takes your hand. Well, you're not with them anymore. And you're among friends. If you wish to try something new, then we can.
Wouldn't even know where to start.
Shrugs. You don't really need to know where to start, though I would suggest starting small. little things. She kind of is she still is Holly still wearing like the more like traveling slacks get up, or has it been switched back to
Nope,
dresses?
it's long black cloak.
Long black cloak. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's not the only thing being
That's
worn.
the
right?
only
Well,
thing.
yes, she has like
It's just
pants
black
and a
and red.
black t-shirt. It's
Okay.
She's wearing
like-
boots.
but like she's using the cloak to like cover her arms and everything.
Okay.
So kind of pulling it tight around herself.
We can try some little things when we get to the next city. I believe the other one is supposed to be a bit bigger. Maybe we can go clothes shopping and see what fits better.
Right. Maybe
And
we should bring JB.
I think that's an excellent idea. And she looks back down at the sketches. Would you like me to
Sure.
try and what she's going to try and do is draw Holly, and she's gonna try doing it in a couple of different ways, mostly focusing on like what she sees Holly as, and then kind of like leading more androgynous and masculine with each sketch, just to see like what maybe like works better. What and I don't know how many like you want me to roll for. But this is for God to see just how poorly I draw. It's gonna happen eventually.
Let's just get an overall one.
Okay.
Not bad. You've definitely got some better proportions than pre-existing.
Yeah. I mean, she's focusing on far more realistic anatomy right now, and decreasing what has been emphasized, so that probably helps. And it's mostly just very casual inquiries, like like working towards like what shapes seem to fit right. Is it more like slender or more angular, more squared, like trying to You don't have to out her like that. You're right. But yeah, and she'll be at that for as long as Holly wants to, because this is clearly something that's very important to Holly.
Figure they'll probably spend, a little while talking about it. And you could see every time like Mars starts to sketch, Holly just gets like this sheer look of awe. And then forgets what she was saying and then starts talking again. And then looks around, and where is JB?
Where are you guys?
Probably in
by
the
the-
tent if it's at night.
They're
yeah.
probably in the cart still.
They're probably still working, aren't they?
Oh, was there something you wanted to ask, or?
No, GB was telling me a bit about Rinko and some of his stories. I just thought it'd be fun to, tell stories by the fireside.
I'm sure that's still an option. Checking in wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. You okay? Do you need anything?
I'm fine.
Thank you.
Of course.
Never been able to say that to somebody. That. And well, anyways, okay. Good night. Holly starts to walk off to find JB. I would say she's blushing, but she's really red, so can you tell?
She's turning purple for some reason. That could mean a number of things.
Stop holding your breath, Holly.
You know that somewhere off in the distance, Guy is practicing his axe moves because he doesn't want to get hurt, and you hear just out of nowhere, "Motherfucker!"
Buddy.
Oh. You okay, guys?
He's gonna walk back, his arms limp again. Yeah, I will be.
Just Rhea in the distance. Just try not to swing it that way.
Maybe you should just leave it in the sling for a little longer.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave
Axe
this axe
just
somewhere.
isn't for you, bud.
I guess.
It's just not a weapon you need to worry about anymore. Just stick with the swords.
Cast it into the fire.
Destroy it!
No, he's gonna keep it around. He's still gonna keep it around just in case because he doesn't like using his greatsword for chopping logs. It's better to use an axe, which is built for that. Axe gang is for superior. Get the fuck out of here. Scrub tier guys.
Hickory, you're not in this. Get out.
Somewhere a werewolf laughs.
Somewhere a Goliath is utterly confused.
Yes, and craving mayonnaise.
Wrong Goliath.
Hey, all Goliaths crave mayonnaise, don't they?
No.
I'm sure.
No.
I'm sure
It's
Nala
not a
could.
racial trait, I don't think.
I'm sure Nala could learn to love mayonnaise
What?
with a little bit of salt on it.
I don't know what
ma'am.
mayonnaise tastes like, but I imagine mayonnaise with salt is disgusting.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise tastes
Probably.
like?
Yes, we've been over this. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't like mayonnaise too. Also, here I'm gonna put something in the chat that is specifically about Nala. Here you go. This is Nala. Anyways, moving
yeah.
on.
I'm not like
I'm
other
not like other girls.
I'm bigger.
So, unless there are any other things that you guys want to get done over the travels, you will eventually make it towards where the BBB is,
Mm-hmm.
and we will pick up next time with you guys doing whatever it is you plan to do there.
Hell yeah.
That'd be just shopping or talking to someone.
I would like to shop. I would like to look at loots. Yes.
Well, we'll see if they have any instruments.
That's not. But I meant. I meant
know.
cool.
I had to because people keep doing that to me.
Okay.
Wait, you want to look at loots?
See, there it is.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Like the music.